So in early 2024, Chancellor Grasso envisioned a new approach for the University of Michigan-Dearborn that involved diversity of thought and intellectual empathy. So diversity of thought goes beyond demographic diversity. It includes different perspectives, different worldviews, and even different disciplinary approaches. And intellectual empathy is an approach where respectful engagement with one another is valued and practiced. The goal of this work is to build better thinkers, better problem solvers, better decision makers, and also kinder, more empathetic faculty, staff, and students. One Office of Holistic Excellence initiative focuses on storytelling. We're really excited about storytelling, and we have some of our students here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
My name is Carlos Gonzalez, and I am a digital marketing major.
My name is Serena Kawat, and I am a journalism and media production major.
I'm Quentin Delott, and I am also a journalism and media production major.
So Carlos, you've developed your own digital stories, and I'm curious, what do you enjoy about creating those? Like, what's sort of the thing that engages you with those digital stories?
Yeah, the thing that engages me is the sharing and the ability to collaborate with others. Whether it's a rough draft or a script or even like the final product, I really enjoy just kind of getting all of the viewpoints so we can get multiple perspectives on it, so I can see if my point comes across, or if that didn't happen, it provokes thoughtful discussions. That's the part I really enjoy about it.
So Serena, why do you think people's stories are important?
It's not just telling stories, listening to stories is a huge part of digital storytelling as well, because that is one of the ways you can intimately connect with someone, you know, them sharing their stories. It's not just about the experience of their stories, but also how they present it, which is why digital storytelling is so interesting as well, because it allows them to have like a medium to further their self-expression with their story.
So Quentin, how do you think that storytelling is useful in the workplace or in society?
Especially when it comes to just understanding people in general. Every single time that there is empathy and compassion within a given sphere, I believe that the workplace becomes stronger.
For a little bit of background, digital storytelling right now is being done as part of assignments in 4 different courses. So it's about 80 students involved in this. And so our student storytellers are supporting that work. They're acting as a resource for those students. The really interesting thing about the storytelling is students have to self-reflect. So they have to really think about their values, their perspectives, their experiences, but that's not all. They have to then relate it to the content of their courses. So it's not just about telling a story, you have to relate it to something bigger than yourself. And so what the faculty are doing is having them relate it to the content of their courses or certain themes in the courses. So with our final question, Carlos, how do you think storytelling helps students to learn?
So what I found was when I could relate my passions, perspective, and experience to the readings that we were doing, the concepts really resonated with me. Compared to a traditional essay, there's only so much you can get about the student's perspective, whereas a digital story, I feel like you can get a better sense of the person and what they're thinking, their perspective, and build on that. I think that's what's important.
One of the things that we've noticed as we've been doing this digital storytelling is that storytelling and story sharing is empowering. It seems to be helping students to think about the world they live in and find their place in it. I think even more importantly is it's giving students a voice. And so one of the things that digital storytelling seems to be doing is helping us remember our humanity, and maybe doing it in a little bit of a more modern way, but I think certainly reminding each other about who we are as human beings.